Namaste, Hari Om. I welcome all our dear viewers to this national webinar series on Yoga Ramayana Vishwakosha history. Today, we have with us Professor Ramchandra G. Bhatt to speak on Uttara Ramacharita.
वामे भूमिसुता पुरस्तु हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रा सुतः वामे भूमिसुता पुरस्तु हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रा सुतः शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वायवादिकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च युवराट् तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलम्. This great personality, in the midst of all these luminaries, Sugriva, Vibhishana, Angada, Hanuman, Sita, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, in the midst of that Komalarachi, the most beautiful, auspicious personality of Sri Ramachandra, that is the most ideal model for totally blossomed personality. Why totally blossomed? Because Rama is projected as the best model of brother, best module of a humble worker, a humble enemy, even enemy to Ravana, but in reality, no personality oriented enmity. He is enemy to Dharma, so Ravana is eliminated. That's all. Enemy to Dharma, so eliminated. See, so the best king, Raja Ramaha, and Sanmitra Ramaha, the most beloved friend, Sri Rama, the most humble student of Vishwamitra, the most companion, beloved to Sita Devi, model husband, model well-wisher. Valmiki is so much tired while describing his totally blossomed personality in Mula Ramayana. How he was, Konvasmin Sampratam Loke, Gunavan, Kascha Viryavan. So Gunavan, Viryavan, Kritagnaha, how can become Kritagna? Kritam Janati, one who responds as he receives, what he receives. Kritam Janati to Kritagna. Even someone does some apakara, misdeeds, he never highlights, he forgets it. That is his nature. Good qualities, even they are in very minute form, but he highlights. If something goes wrong, never cares, ignored. So Maitri, Karuna, Muditam, these three words are the yogic qualities as projected by Patanjali. Maitri, Karuna, Muditam. Friendship, compassion, and content. Muditam. By seeing good virtues in others, he will be happy, joyful. So highlights others' qualities. There only in highlighting others' quality, he will be very happy. He enjoys happiness. It is not in self-boasting. Some people they become so overwhelmed when they boast their qualities and make others proud of themselves. No, that is not Rama's quality. That type of Rama, na kinchit apakaranam. That type of Rama, he is with us. Every kandas, starting from Balakanda, support all these things. Every events throughout, in his boyhood, in his married life, in his moving with others, family members, and his subjects. Moving with Guha and so many great rishis like Bharadwaja and Agastya and many. Moving with so many Rishi Kanyakaha, Rishi Patnis like Lopamudra and many. His quality is supreme, beyond questioning. But how can you say that he has maligned some Shurpanakha? It is not. In what condition he took that type of firm step to give punishment to that Shurpanakha? That we have to understand. Otherwise, you mislead, you misinterpret everything. So someone starts writing Sitayana and maligns Rama's character. And someone brands Rama as Kalachibidda, has fallen down by referring to Sita's departure to Valmiki ashram. It is not that in Rama's personality some stain, some black mark. Those who interpret Ramayana are those who use their brain to misinterpret. A misinterpretation is rooted there in their mind. When my mind is negatively charged, I wanted to brand Ramayana as something nonsense, epic. And I do all this. These are all mental exercises. So, falsifying truths, and truths are interpreted as false. These are all mental exercises. We don't want this type of misinterpretations. Now, because in this technology age, we have every freedom to write as we like, or print as we like, propagate as we like. And now we have cheap media for propagations also. So using those things, many nonsense, many false things become sold out like hot cakes, hot dosa in the society. We can't do anything. But we must go for objective study. With this much preparation, if we go for Uttarakhanda, there will be no place for misinterpretations, misprojection of Sri Rama's character. No place. Because Rama has taken that oath. Sneham, Dayancha, Kirtincha, Yadiva Janakimapi, Aradhanaya Lokasya. This is very well presented by Bhahuti in his Uttar Ramacharitam. Aradhanaya Lokasya. Praja Aradhanam, that is his mission. In that mission mode, whatever he has to be done, he has done. Mission mode, actually it is. In that mission mode, he has taken that type of inhuman, if you say like that, inhuman, okay, manaviyata ke khilaf. That is, if you are so much particular about those words, terminologies, idioms and phrases, okay, use it as you like. But Rama is not inhuman. His attitude is not inhuman. With that much humble approach of humanity only, he has taken this decision to send Sita Devi, because just he wanted to give a message that for Rama, Dharma is the paramount. Before Dharma, even Rama also subordinate, Sita also subordinate. Couplehood of Rama and Sita also subordinate. Rama Sita Dampatyam, Rama Sita Garhastyam, everything it must be supporting to Dharma. That is all. If there is something against Dharma, rule of law, that is not acceptable to Sri Ramachandra. Very normal understanding it is. Paurapavada Sumahan it is. It is not one or two or some washerman was talking. All were talking in a loose manner, in their gossiping they were talking. How it is possible? How it is possible for ordinary people, ordinary thinkers? It may be impossible. So Sita Devi was there in his royal kingdom, like golden city, like in the today's language it is Manhattan of New York. Yes, Manhattan of New York, it is everything is possible, everything inhuman. But in Ayodhya it is not like that. So in Ayodhya, it is Dharma Samrajya, Dharma oriented, spiritually rooted citizenship there. Nobody, including Rama, cannot act against Dharma, rule of law. Rule of law. So when rule of law and freedom of individual at loggerhead, what to be done? In that term we have to think this whole passage. There was a clash between two. Rule of law, that is Dharma, that is to be followed, or individual interest to be followed. When these two, individual interest or individual freedom. Now, in the modern context, it is called individual freedom, liberty of individual. Okay, when you talk in terms of liberty of individual, yes, Sita Devi was a sufferer, and in his pregnancy also she was not taken care of properly, not looked after. In that condition she was sent to the forest, and there were no persons. You can say like that. Actually it was not like that. It is not in the midst of any thick forest where it was full of any animals and these things, but it is that ambience nearer to Rishyashrama. So that you must know what will be the condition of Rishyashrama. Rishyashrama will not be the place where enmity among all animals will be there. Even tigers, cows, and snakes and such deadly animals, and this also they live together. That type of ambience will be there in the Rishyashrama. That is called Rishyashrama. Hermitage culture means no place for any himsa, any violence, any enmity. So that type of place Lakshmana took her to, and immediately her needs were addressed. She was treated with all utmost humanitarian consideration by Valmiki Maharshi, none other than Valmiki Maharshi, and took her, and it is well taken care of. So that while interpreting the whole Uttarramacharitam, we must know all these things. Number one, what is that Rishyashrama? In that ambience, what type of sublimation of mind takes place? How individual care also taken care of? But everything must be not against the rule of law. rule of law is paramount in Ayodhya and in other ashramas also. Any ashrama, Vasishtha ashrama, Vamadeva ashrama, Rishishringa ashrama, Bharadwaj ashrama, Sharabhanga ashrama, in all these centers, that was the mental attitude, that was the social condition. It was the most insane, purest society. In the same time, art of loving, individual care, well taken care of. That is all. All these parameters you have to take and you have to measure Ayodhya, the prevailing condition of that city, why rule of law is so paramount there. So before rule of law, when individual interest is taken, that becomes the second priority. That is why rule of law is first. Second one is individual liberty or individual interest. So Rama cannot go behind in individual interest. He, as Raja Rama, he must give the first priority to rule of law. Rule of law. That is how he has told it clearly. Sneham, Dayam, Kirtim, Yadiva, Janakim api. I give up my individual friendship, individual consideration, mercy, individual concessions, no. Kirtim, my individual prestige, name and fame, no. Even most critical situation may come to me where I have to give up my own life partner, that too the great embodiment of divinity, all culture, qualities embodied, that Sita, who is my wife, even I ready to give up her. Yadiva Janakim api. What is this? That means Sneham, Dayancha, Kirtincha, Yadiva Janakim. All these four qualities, they come under individual interests. Aradhanaya lokasya, that is the paramount, that is rule of law. See now, on one side rule of law, on another side Neham, Daya, Kirti, Janaki. Yes. So these four items tested now. Individual love and affection towards his own partner Sita. Daya, individual compassion, where he has to show utmost compassion, affinity, there he has given up that. Kirtim, it is very much people who were making fun of him for adopting Sita, the same person, they start loose talking, criticizing Rama, and make him defamed also. So all these one after one, Sneham, Daya, Kirti, Yadiva Janaki, all four. On one side, rule of law, on the other side, which is to be taken. What is that? Now that is the deciding critical condition. In our position, in our this so-called modern social considerations, we talk too much about humanitarian. So someone goes for most inhuman activity so that he was imprisoned, so that somewhere it is some better punishment declared, then these human rights people, they start shouting, oh, it is against human rights, against human rights. That is the society we are living in now. Even they talk in favor of Talibans and so many who butcher the whole humanity, and they treat the whole Matrutva Shakti inhumanly. But that is not at all considered. But if you take firm actions against such demonic, satanic force, some people they raise their voice against this also and they start shouting human rights, human rights. What to say? Now this is the testing time. So rule of law, Rama has given priority. That is why he left all these four. Sneham, friendship. Daya, individual mercy. Kirtim, individual name and fame. Janakim api. For what? Aradhanaya lokas. Aradhanaya lokas means rule of law. Because subject interest is paramount. Raja Prakriti Ranjanat. Kalidas also gives this hint. Very much implied. Raja is there. It is not for just shining. Raja Deepto. Raja Prakriti Ranjanat. Ranjanat Raja. Not for Rajate iti Raja. Ranjayati makes all people happy. Their interest is paramount. People's interest means it is dharma. Dharana dharma ityahu dharmo dharete prajaha. Vyasa gives proper insight about dharma. Samaja dharanam, that is the main activity of dharma. Larger interest. Sarvajana hitaya, sarvajana sukhaya. That is the main two intended results of dharma, utthana, upliftment of dharma rajya. That is paramount for him. That he has to take care of. For that he has started that type of rule. It is not only he, his father also has done. That is why he individually called Praja representative of Praja and took their opinions, then decided to coronate Sri Rama. After that, so many uthal-puthal ups and downs happened. Kaikeyi, she was against the rule of law. But there, Dasharatha erred. So, taking her interest as important, his own, her wife, who is acting against dharma, he took that party. He favored that party, that interest, individual interest of Kaikeyi. So that in the name of boon, he was forced to fulfill that condition. So he sent Rama and coronation postponed. See how you can go for contrast. Dasharatha steps against the Dharmahita Rakshana. Rama never done that. That is in this contrast only we can just have proper insight about. Can we say that Rama also must follow blindly his father's steps? No. That is why he has not done like that. Dharmahita Rakshana he has done. Safeguarded rule of law compared to all other four interests. There was no conflict of interest in his mind. There was conflict of interest in Dasharatha's mind. His mind was in conflict, in dilemma, whether to fulfill his wife's demands or to fulfill Praja's wishes, Praja's ambitions. Both interests were at loggerhead. But he was not so firm. His commitment to rule of law was not so firm. That is where Dasharatha erred, committed very great blunder, so that for 14 years lawlessness, as if it was there. Arajake Janapade, that is what Vasishtha has told. When there is no proper ruler to rule, how can you say that dharma will be well established? But however, guided by Sri Ramachandra, Bharata took that responsibility. However, that rule of law maintained in Bharata's regime. You can't say that it is regime because he was just in Nandigrama. and keeping Rama's Paduka, representing Rama's culture, Rama's attitude, Rama's Dharmarajya, he ruled well. However, but now Dharmarajya established after coronation. So, Nachasma Vruddha Balanam Pretakaryani Kurvate. No untimely death, no Chora Bhayam, no unexpected attacks, no robbery. All women's chastity protected well, children's interest is protected well, education well taken care of. So that all ashramas, hermitages were protected very well. That means education is well taken care of, well attended. Because they were all the centers, academic and research centers, all ashramas. On the bank of all these holy rivers like Sarayu, Godavari, and Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, Yamuna, Saraswati, Kaveri, all these, they were all centers, hermitage centers, means study centers and research centers. Once in 12 years, all these people, they used to go to Saraswati, Ganga Yamuna Saraswati Tira, that is today's Prayagraj. All these so much very good initiatives were started in Rama's regime. That is Dharmarajya. The type of Rama is the ideal, totally blossomed personality. There, what right we have to spray black marks. That too prejudiced by our own sentiments and notions and priorities, attachments. No, that injustice we cannot do. We must not do. For that, we must go to the root, the oldest, whether it is written by Valmiki or not. It was not written during Valmiki's time, it was Shruti Paksha, not Lipi Paksha. Shruti means listening to listening. So from mouth to listen, mouth to ear, ear to mouth. So that was Shruti Paksha. Only because this just in order to avoid corruption, only Sadgurus were imparting knowledge to their Satshishya. It was that type of transmission between Satshishya and Sadguru. This purity and sanctity, sublimity, it is well taken care of in the education. Do we have that type of right to comment? Now everything that's very transmitting become corrupted, because through media, through many popular media, that is why online, that is why all these blendings of 60% direct, 40% indirect, that is what we are talking nowadays. Blending system, online systems, through all systems we are transmitting your knowledge. That means every possibility of corruption. But when Sadguru, Satshishya interact cogently in a very transparent manner, that is real transmitting of knowledge. That was in practice in Ramayana time. That is how Valmiki could transmit his knowledge to his main Shishyas too, Lava and Kusha. So they went on spreading that knowledge, covering every nook and corner of those areas. That is what happened. So, in the light of this type of transmitting, whether it is Adi Kavi Valmiki or someone, but everything, it was in song form, it was in the verse form, sloka form. That sloka, it is the most auspicious form available in Uttarakhanda. We don't want to discuss whether it is written by Valmiki or someone, but it is in the poetic form. Poetic form means most auspicious form it is. That means it has come from Guru to Shishya, not by any corrupt media. Then how can you unnecessarily criticize that? Okay, from Balakanda to coronation area, that is one unit. Okay. After that, Valmiki or Valmiki's Shishya, disciples, or someone might have composed that much freedom was there in Ashramavasa. But inspiration came from Valmiki only. Source of inspiration, he was Adikavi. Then how can you unnecessarily criticize Uttarakhanda, whether it is proof or not? But it was written by or spontaneously came out from the person who was contemporary to Rama. Samakalina, Samasamaya Samakalina, Samasamaye, in the same. That means he was knowing every detail, what happened, so that very less scope for corruption. When someone contemporary to that event, he describes with all proofs and evidences, every less possibility of corruption. That is why Uttarakhand also as proof as other khandas. That is how you have to go. So there, in Uttarakhanda, event by event, we go further. So that now Rishis came to congratulate Rama. He also congratulated them for establishment of Dharma. And then Valmiki, and then this Uttarakhanda tells about Ramayana as other phases. Ravana, how could he establish his Lanka kingdom, and how his father Purastya was doing some dharma karya, but some loopholes occurred where he could err, due to which this Ravana and Kumbhakarna, all these became so corrupt. But in the same time, Vibhishana became most virtuous. All such stories are available there in the Uttarakhanda. That we study and come to that area where Mahan Paurapavada, people were talking. It was loose talking, no doubt, but it is against to dharma interest. That is why dharma was safeguarded, all other considerations were ignored. Ignored in the sense sidelined, so that Sita was sent to Valmiki Ashrama. Then what happened, we know. Ashwamedha Parva and other areas we take later on. That is how we can proceed. So, this particular introductory part, our listeners will be very happy to listen. Very much insightfully, this whole thought process structured, because both the arguments in favor and against I am aware of. Because individual freedom is there in our independent India, talk as they like, but it must be evidence based. That is our humble submission. Om Veda Vidye Pare Pumsi Jate Dasharathatmaje Veda Pracheta Sakhyasi Sakshat Ramayanatmana Sakshad Ramayanatmana Sakshad Ramayanatmana. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Markena Mahim Mahishaha Gobrahmanebhya Shivamastu Nityam Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu.
Blessed and fortunate we were to listen to Professor Ramchandra Ji Bhatt on Uttara Ramacharita. We'll meet again tomorrow. Namaste.